they will add to that. But the application is pretty straightforward. Just make sure you don't lie and you keep your figures right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you have touched on everything, and like she said, the application session is so short, and your essay part, you can make a draft of it and let someone review. For now, I don't know. Personally, I like making at least 3 people, and if they get busy, at least 2 people to review my essays before I submit, especially when I know this thing is going to be so competitive. So you can draft it and then let someone read it. And please avoid the act of looking forward to people's essays to do. You are having different stories as the people. You can ask for guidelines. You always look at the outline of how to write it, and then you put in your own story. But don't try to make out it like to kind of copy someone's work. We know.
And we should, sorry to interrupt, but speak more.
Yeah.
Please. Don't use Chat GPT. Please don't use
Yeah.
Chat GPT. Yes.
Yeah, I think AUB are so good at detecting ChatGPT things. So please, yeah, avoid using that. And that moment when your story is like unique and it's true, sometimes you even speak about it in almost all your application process, and there is always cohesion. So please fill in the right details. And I think it's just a sub, even though the application process requires a limited words for their essay, the MCF team is going to look at your AUB essays you are writing. So the essay, the personal statements you have written for your courses and all that, the financial aid for the school, they are going to go through all these particular documents you have kept in, to a point that when it even comes to the interview, they'll partner with you. There will be someone from your faculty and someone from the MCF staff to interview you, for you to know that all these things must be the same. Like, you must provide them with the same information. And like Zama said, with the financial aid, they'll even be requesting for evidence. Everything, they want evidence of it. Your death certificate, bank statements. I know Zama's time, the father is retired. They are requesting for
The retirement letter. You should have seen my father and I. We said the whole. Because I said he's retired. Now, where is the proof that he's retired? You need to get a retirement certificate to show that he's retired.
Yeah, I remember that period. So please, everything you have to provide details. We all know, even if you are somehow wealthy in Africa, you cannot afford these school fees. They all know that you cannot be able to afford it. So don't go extreme and tell the total lies. They will get to know most of the things. And even the number of lands your father is having, your family house, the size of the land and all that, you need to provide details of it. So please be give details and then be factual about everything. Yeah, and you can reach out to us if you need assistance, especially your essays. Take time to write them out. And the social component, you must put in your voluntary aspect. If you volunteered, it's not necessary you must start your own social enterprise before you can put no, you have volunteered one way or other. They just want to see that you are someone who wants to help others. They want to see that with you they can see change in the communities where you are from, or the country where you are from. And also MCF is not like, even though they have this, like, you have to develop your community when you go back, community give back, but that doesn't mean when you finish your graduate studies you have to, it's a must for you to go to your home country. No. Some people just finish right here, they are off to different countries and they are working there. Yeah, but in a way or other, like Ade is doing right now, he's already giving back to the community. This particular platform is giving back to you because he is trying to use his application process, his experience, to share to you guys to be able to also enroll in. So that's already a community give back. So there are different ways of give back, like giving back to your community. So you have to just know how to put in these. And trust me, when you finish up your essays, let someone review. Someone you know that the person can criticize your writing. And if you write every sentence, just think to yourself, if this particular sentence, if I was the recruiter, what does it mean to me? Can it convince me the type of money they are going to invest in me? Do you think the person will invest in me if they read this particular essay? Because it's not a distance, something like a small AUB is very expensive, in as much as it's located in Beirut and then Lebanon, and then the region is surrounded by a lot of crisis. We know how AUB is, and it's a private university. It's very expensive, and it's a US affiliated school. So you should also know how you're going to be strategic, and you should know that this time a lot of it's going to be very competitive because a lot of people are going to be applying. Even on this call, we are about 30 on the call. I know some, probably 15 will be applying or so. Because some of us were already students. Yeah, so you should already, this is just a small platform. You don't know how others are also applying across the entire world. And these are only Africans. We also have Lebanon students, Lebanese as well, who are applying for this opportunity. So you have to put in your best as the best candidate for it. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much,
You're
Bridget.
welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so insightful. So just
Mm.
like you said, uh, don't tell lies in your application, please and please. I feel confident sending. I've sent people my SOP, like for University of Edinburgh. I sent people because I know that it's what I am. So even if you lie, you wouldn't have the confidence when you get there. You would have to start hiding things. So which is very, very wrong. As a leader that you say you are. And thankfully I've been able to like start recording almost almost midway. So I don't know, maybe we
Great.
could just like reiterate from the beginning what the requirements are before they answer this question before, or let's do it after answering these questions so that we don't have a time off without answering their questions. So then you just give,
Okay.
yeah, you just reiterate all of what you've said earlier as well. And if possibly we
Okay.
have time, then Ajarat can also share the screen again and yeah, just get those information for people who join later as well. I believe that would be helpful. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, so there is this question, must I have an ongoing project, or if not, how do I prove something I just discovered or looking forward to? Okay, so it's not a must that you must have an ongoing project, but probably you have volunteered in some particular activities. I know back in Ghana, we volunteer a lot. I have volunteered a lot. And it's not like you have started. Personally, I have my own NGO, but on the side of Zama doesn't have her own nonprofit, but she has volunteered a lot. And even with Comfort and Co, she has done a lot of social work, which you can write in about. Yeah, and I know other scholars here who don't have their
and
own
don't have
startups
NGOs.
or ongoing
Yeah.
projects, but yeah, they have the interest to give back to society. You should have examples to give in. And I will also advise that if you have worked with an NGO like a volunteer or something, and during the application they are requested for two recommendations. One should be academic, and the other one should be social. Someone from the NGO field or something like that. Someone you have worked with who can testify that yes, you have worked with and you are giving back to the community in one way or the other. Yes, that would be very helpful. And someone to mention, you mentioned that we can apply to three courses. Are we writing SOP or personal statements for the three? Yes, you're going to write personal statement for the three of them. In my case, I applied for Masters in Public Health, and it has about four concentrations. So I applied for biostatistics and epidemiology as my first choice. And then I had health policy and health management and policy. And then I had health promotion and communication. Even though they are all MPH programs, MPH Masters in Public Health programs, I still had to write essays for all of them, even though they are in the same category but different concentration. You still have to write for them, and they have to vary, and you have to tell them the reason why you are doing that and the impact it will have in your country. What is the need for that particular course you are doing? That's when you finish. In my case, I use this scenario of malaria crisis. Malaria has been prevalent in Ghana, even though we have the mosquito nets, we have all those kind of things, medications and all that are all available and somehow cheap, but still it's still prevalent that means the root causes of the disease are not being taken care of. So me doing epidemiology and biostatistics, which is looking at the root causes of diseases, is going to help me come with primal healthcare solutions for my people in Ghana.
Mm.
Yeah, so you just have to know how to draft your this thing. And me with a very key interest in social humanitarian works and all that, I believe in population-based interventions, and this is the field I want to work with. A master's in public health is going to help me both in this because I'm going to be looking at the public population level intervention projects. This is what I'm going to be dealing with. So you just have to know how you line your personal interests, your passions, and your academic experiences. And then I had my background in nursing, and actually I told them that they asked me if I've not worked as a nurse, and during my clinicals, I've seen that people come to the hospital at the end stages of diseases, which is really bad. And I believe that this can be like prevented at the early stages, even when these preventive measures are taking place. This is why I want to leave the nursing field.
Okay, so let me just cut you there. Is that
Mm.
what you just mentioned? Now? I think this is for your personal essay um in what's it called now?
Public health, yeah.
In your program, like for the school.
Mm.
That's the admission. Like that's the personal essays tips for the school, not for Mastercard
Yeah,
Foundation.
yes, for the school.
Yeah, cool. So all right, I think yeah, we have 15 minutes. So yeah, which is quite
Oh, we have a lot of questions from the top. I don't know if we
yeah. I think
could.
someone is
Okay,
Okay,
raising
I'll
their
so
try
hand
to
okay,
now.
get some
Daniel.
short answers to most of the questions. Let me see. Daniel's hand is up. Daniel, I'll just brush through these questions and call you. Okay, Bishra answered
does
this one.
AUB emphasize on first class? No.
No, I didn't get
You
first
can use
class.
second
It's
class also,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. And then what
Can
again?
I apply if I already have one master's? No. If you have a master's, you can apply for Mastercard scholarship again.
Okay, yeah, Ajara,
Does
please.
Mastercard operates in
Let me share my
CAU? What's
PDF code.
CAU?
I have no idea.
Okay, I don't know. Can I apply as I am in my final year in the university? If you can get your document, your official documents for the application before the deadline, yeah, probably. Can I apply as an undergrad final year student? If you have your final transcripts, recommendations, and all that, you can apply, yeah, before the deadline, which is 14th March. Talking of ChatGPT, is it wrong to put everything down, then use it for clarity purposes? I would advise not to even use ChatGPT in the entire process. Please don't use that. Yeah, AUB, AUB, they know how to get you when you use ChatGPT. So even for our school work, seriously, you just go in and get ideas on the concept and never put in your work on ChatGPT when you are doing school academic stuff because here they can easily detect it. So please don't use ChatGPT. Don't just you open that app when you are doing the entire application processes.
Yeah.
I think we
Okay,
can
so the
take
person
a
is
question
saying
from Daniel now. Daniel, so
Uh,
that Daniel's hand has
Clark
been.
Atlanta University. I don't really know this university, and I don't know if you guys know if AUB works with it, but I've never heard of
Yeah.
this university itself.
Yeah.
Bishra, can we take the question from Daniel before the
Yeah,
end?
okay.
Yeah, Daniel, please speak up.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. So I just want to get clarity as regarding the financial aid while you were explaining, because I've actually checked through the application process, and according to the website, it stated like four stages. So the first one is like you fill the online application, that's for the school. Then you select Mastercard. Then after that, you fill the Mastercard Foundation survey. Then the fourth one is AUB financial aid application, which the deadline was stated not to be March 4th. Is it March 14 now, which is the deadline for the Mastercard. So I want to know, when you were explaining, you were talking about the fact that they're going to send an email and all of that. So I want to get clarity as regarding it. Doesn't mean that we're not going to fill the AUB financial aid. We wait for them to send an email to us, or like I just want you to go over it. Thank you.
I don't know. Is this okay taking this question? Zama.
Sure.
Okay. So actually you will not have access to the financial aid They'll email it to you. So if you check the AUB application portal and you start the application, you will not get any access to the financial aid. You only see a box where you can tick for it. And after you tick on it, they will email you personally with your details for your financial aid, your password, everything for your financial aid. And the time I got my financial aid details was different from when Zama had hers. So each person get their details for the financial aid differently, different timings. And when they give you your financial aid, you have 1 month. So assuming they give it to me today, then I have till 20th February to give the details. And when they give you on 20th February, you have up to March. Yeah, so I don't know if
So
this
sorry
answers
to
your
cut
question.
you short. I think you've answered it. Fadila also has her hand up. I'm trying to get everyone to ask their question
Okay.
before we. Yeah, so
Okay.
Fadila, you
Good,
can speak.
good
Yeah,
evening.
good evening.
Okay, actually, this is Fadila's friend, and Bushra
Okay.
Hat, Fima from Rotaract. Okay, so my question is, do I need to have an existing passport before I'll be able to apply? Or maybe I can apply and then go and do a passport.
Okay, yeah. I think let me.
The question is tricky.
You guys, okay.
This question there.
Yeah, okay. For Mastercard, actually, you don't have to apply for Mastercard in University of Edinburgh in UK. You don't need a passport. If you do not have a passport, you can use your national identity, and I feel like it's also in the form for when you're applying for Mastercard in AUB. So if you do not have a passport, there's a place where you can replace it with national identity, but it's mandatory to include either a passport or a national ID. So don't forget to attach that. It's very important.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, thank
yeah.
you so much.
We are just going to like
Okay.
reiterate um, what the requirements are, and if
Okay.
Ajara too, if you could share your screen again and just like highlight. I don't know if you've actually closed that page. If not, then we'll
Oh,
continue
well,
because
let's
we only
see.
have like 9 minutes left. So
Is it this page?
yes, exactly. Yeah. So is it possible
Okay.
to go back or to also save? No, you can't go back.
There's no back. Let me see this way. Oh God.
No, you can't. You can't. It's just okay. So that means if you want to
Mm.
apply for this scholarship, you need to apply on a go. Be ready, and the form
Yeah.
is just like it's just a short form. I think I should share my screen now so that you can see. The form is, I
But
think,
I can start it over again. That's the thing.
I think that would take. Let me see.
Yeah, that will take time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will take time, but this is the short form.
Okay. Let's see. I think I can. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Oh, let me stop sharing. Okay.
Can you see my
Yeah.
screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is it. So this is the question. If I'm correct.
Mm.
Yeah. So the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship, I need uh, a need a need-based scholarship offered for students who are academically promising and financially disadvantaged. Academically promising, so try as much as possible to include your academic excellence there. That's what it's just saying. So financial disadvantage, then you now mention that you're financially disadvantaged. What is wrong? How you've tried as much as possible to get to school in spite of the fact that you're financially disadvantaged. And you're also welcome to provide us with information on your background. So, since they are giving you opportunity to do that, please do not forget and do not miss the opportunity. So, financial status, okay, and financial status that prove that you're eligible for this scholarship. So just take the keyword. That's what I do when I'm applying for stuffs or scholarship. So they are saying who are academically promising. So you want to show yourself, position yourself like you are academically sound. You might not have the best CGPA, but in that semester that you are the top best, please, that's the semester that you should focus on. Tell them that you really love that course and you were top in that semester. Do you get? So that shows that you're academically promising. And also financially disadvantaged. Tell them possibly if you are from a single mother, if you're an orphan, if you are if you are with disability, if you are from a low income background, please feel free to share so that you can actually get this opportunity. That's it from my hand, and we are just going to round up in like 5 minutes. So if you have any question, Daniel, do you still have any question? Okay, no, I guess not. All right. So just to reiterate, the benefit.
Bishra, someone is asking for your WhatsApp contact. So
Okay, I've shared in my LinkedIn details, so you guys can reach me on LinkedIn rather.
Yeah, benefits.
Actually, when we came, they arrange a car to pick us from the airport and all that straight to school. Yeah, so we get that support, and then I think first week was kind of like excursions, party, like getting
Nice.
to know the culture
Yeah,
around the city and all that. Like they really made you feel like you are at home, so that you don't miss home. And it was really like a fun welcome and all that. So
yeah. Okay.
I think
yeah.
our visa was covered as well, so you don't have to worry about visa
Also
or
the
anything.
travel flight as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we don't even know where the embassy is. The only thing was to
Really?
carry our bags to the airport.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't
so
actually go to
everything
the
will be taken
gate
care of.
level.
Yeah, when you go through.
Okay,
So
nice.
please pay attention to the application processes and check all your deadlines and mark them down so that you don't miss a deadline, and read details. And please research also, aside not only AUB, research any scholarship you want to go or school. Make sure you meet their requirement. If they state a requirement and you don't meet it or you don't do something, you totally cut yourself out of the game. So please always make sure you meet their requirements. And all the best to everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So thank you so much, Bashira too and Hajara too. Feel free to reach out to them on LinkedIn, or feel free to reach out to me too on LinkedIn. Would be glad to um, share my own experience, and also look forward to further sessions as well. Um, and if you know anyone who actually did not join this session, feel free to share this YouTube account with them. So bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.